Good morning, Rhonda. How are you doing today?
Fantastic. How are you?
Someone who says the word fantastic lives that word. It is a part of your life, isn't it?
I guess so. It's a mantra. I need to get a tattoo.
I'm with you on that. Congratulations on this graphic novel. Oh my God, I would love to see this in some sort of action way in my VR goggles.
I mean, are you talking about this comic?
I would love to see this, turned into animation in the way, but I get to watch it through my VR goggles so I can have the action right there with you.
Ooh, I don't know. Do they make comics for VR? That would be incredible. I'd sign up for that. Yes. But I think it would be perfect for that because we're really trying to revolutionize how action is made in comics for these. I actually choreographed and filmed all the action scenes for it to send to our artists for reference.
Speaking of that, I was going to ask you about that. How does it come from your imagination into the heart of the artist who's now got to put that into action?
Well, I wrote the screenplay, and then our editor, Axel Alonso, who is a former editor-in-chief of Marvel, he takes my screenplay and translates it into a comic script, and then I go through the comic script panel by panel and take different reference shots and everything like that, which could include screenshots from the action scenes that I filmed. And then we send that over to Mike Diodato, who is a Ringo and Eisner winning artist. He's also a martial artist, so he understands a lot of these movements and stuff more than anyone else would. And then I get a new page from him every day, and I get to check it out and give him feedback and go back and forth. And we're already about halfway done with it.
Wow. I'm so glad that you're so faithful to the path of the black belt in this. And the reason why I say that is because I'm a third dan, and so many times I watch these karate movies and things, and I'm going, no, that couldn't happen. So I'm glad that you're faithful to that path.
Yeah, as a martial artist, you see so much cringy fight scenes. You're like, who did this? Even stuff that people think is really good. I'm like, this would never happen, And sometimes you need to, even things that aren't realistic, you have to make them realistic in a sense that you can suspend people's disbelief from a movement point of view. And so, between me and Mike, because he is actually a karate black belt and I'm a mixed martial artist, but between the two of us, we can take what's realistic and what's entertaining and what just looks beautiful on the page and merge them into one.
Did you go into any of the moves or anything like that? Because my friend and I, we always do what's called 10%. And we'll go, okay, what would we have done if we would have done this? What would the action and the reaction would have been? Because it just seems like that. It's like you guys lived this physically, and then it became the storyline.
That's basically how I choreograph scenes. It's not like, oh, I want to hit these super cool spots. It's, okay, what's everyone trying to accomplish in the scene? Where are we trying to go, and how are we telling the story with the fight itself, which is something that I learned from pro wrestling, is how are you telling the story within the fight, not taking a break from the story to have a fight. And it's definitely a skill that takes years of practice and doing it and studying it to make it happen, but it's never been done before in this medium. And
then to use your imagination. It reminds me so much of my sensei. He would sit there and tell me, remember, it's martial arts. Where's the arts? And that's exactly what you're doing inside this storyline. There's action, there's adventure, there's comedy, there's romance. You're really bringing out the art.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's I always say that martial arts are different than sports because they come with a philosophy. And mine from judo was maximum efficiency, minimum effort. I don't know the karate philosophy. What is it?
Well, with Taekwondo and karate, what it basically is, first of all, it was combat karate that I was in, and he always used to tell me that it's about showmanship. How do you expect to inspire people to come into our class if you don't give them a show? Give them the art. He just always drove that into us.
Oh yeah, there wasn't like a mantra that came with karate. With judo, it was maximum efficiency, minimum effort, and mutual welfare and benefit. So those were the two mantras. There wasn't a set in karate they put it over the door or something like that, or it wasn't school by school.
Yeah, over our door in Taekwondo was winning is a choice, and to this day I still live by that.
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah. So now, when you have this storyline, first of all, I love the baby bump. I love the code name Mom. Everything here is so I want to be a part of it. How did you get that invitation even to get me into your thoughts?
I think it's inside of everybody. Only 7 stories have ever been told, but it was actually my way of just kind of dealing with the anxiety of becoming a mom and my own insecurities about my ability to be the parent I feel like this kid deserved, my ability to keep a hostile world. And I just took all of those concerns and brought that situation to the nth degree. You know what I mean? Like you're trying to be a parent and everyone's out to kill you. Can you still do this? And I've been basically calling it like John Wick meets Knocked Up, whereas John Wick actually has bodily functions and constantly needs to get something to eat and go to the bathroom, and it's really dangerous.
Look at that book cover, though. Were you a kid when you saw that for the first time? Did it feel like, oh my God?
It's really surreal because this was something I've been working on for 5 years, and I was really working on it in secret because I was kind of embarrassed to be just another person in LA that was like, I'm working on my screenplay, and it got to a point where I was just so proud of it and felt like I had to share it with the world, and now it's getting more and more believers. And the first time I got to actually see it on the page and see something that was just an image in my head actually being something physical and out in the world, it's really surreal. And we've already more than tripled our Kickstarter goal. We had an amazing panel at Comic-Con, and I'm really excited to share this with the world because I think it's really going to exceed expectations. So if you want to get your Kickstarter exclusive edition, you can check out the link on my Instagram for Expecting the Unexpected, and you can reserve your Kickstarter exclusive edition today that will never be in print again.
I love your attitude.
We ship worldwide.
I love your attitude. Please come back to this show anytime in the future, Rhonda. The door is always going to be open for you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you letting me in the door.
You bet. Well, you be brilliant today, okay?
Okay. Winning's a choice. Don't forget it.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Thank you.